What's the truth about this place? What's the truth about the Gorge?
What's the truth about this place? What's the truth about the Gorge?
I'll tell you the truth. Hey everyone, welcome back to the Movie Buddy. I'm your host Josh Blumenkranz, and today we are reviewing the film The Gorge. The film is starring Miles Teller, Anya Taylor-Joy, Sigourney Weaver, and is directed by Scott Derickson. So here's the thing, when you get a direct-to-streamer movie, you kind of take a little risk because you don't know if it's going to be good or if it's going to be terrible. But I have to say that The Gorge completely surprised me. This is a sci-fi action romantic film that I just did not see coming. The film is about two snipers that are basically assigned a mission to protect east and west side of a big gorge, but they have no idea what is on the inside. And let me tell you, when you see what's inside of this gorge, you're going to be like, oh my god, it's crazy. So if you've seen things like The Last of Us or The Walking Dead, it's just like an apocalypse kind of film, but there's still people alive, but you don't know what's in that gorge. Miles Teller plays a former U.S. Marine named Eli, who basically is suffering from postpartum after serving in the war, and he's now trying to make it in this world and in this mission. And I have to say that after Top Gun Maverick, Miles Teller has been killing it lately with his roles. I don't know if it's like the body transformation, him hitting the gym, and just growing into his own as like a person or an actor, but man, I was completely blown away by his performance in this movie. Anya Taylor-Joy plays a Lithuanian covert operative named Draza, and, you know, besides the accent, which could be a little in and out for the most part, Anya Taylor-Joy never delivers a bad performance, and I loved her character in this movie. She kind of stole it for me. She's basically the heart of the film, and I just love her carefree spirit, does whatever she wants to do. It's her birthday. She doesn't give a fuck. Like, I just really admired that kind of attitude in this world, and I just wanted to see more of it. So what really sets this movie apart for me, more than anything, honestly, is the romance between these two characters. I was invested from beginning to end, and the way that they have these two characters interact with each other is just brilliant. Yes, it's a callback to Love Actually, you know, using cue cards to communicate from a very far distance, but I don't care because I loved it. I just love the innocence, how natural it was, just living in that situation. Like, I want to meet a girl that lives far away on the other side of a gorge and just connect with her in a deep emotional way. And what this movie gets right is that it highlights the attributes of its two leads. I mean, you have Miles Teller playing the drums as a Whiplash callback, and then you also have Anya Taylor-Joy playing chess, which is a Queen's Gambit throwback. I mean, is it necessary? No, but I don't care because they are very good at what they do, and this movie highlights it. The technical crafts of this movie are also very impressive. Like, I don't know, like, would this movie have done well in theaters? Potentially, with those two leads, but you know, the creatures were really well done. I love the cinematography, the lighting. Like, for a big budget film, it kind of gave off that vibe of like summer blockbuster, but they were showing it now, direct to streamer, which I think Apple could have made some money if it was in theaters personally, but I was really impressed with the visuals on this. So there were only two flaws that I had personally with this movie. One of them being they kind of rushed some aspects of the romance a little too quickly, but I guess when you're on the brink of death, I guess it's now or never in this case. So that's one thing. The second thing is Sigourney Weaver. Now, we all love Sigourney Weaver. She's a legend, fantastic actress, but her character is barely in this movie, and she doesn't really do anything. She's the kind of antagonist, I guess you could kind of say, but I don't know. I just expect more from Sigourney Weaver at this stage of her career, and I just felt like she could have been better written, served more to the plot, but I didn't get any of that from her, which is very disappointing. To be honest with you, though, this is the first film of 2025 that I can actually say I recommend and is kind of in my top 10 at the moment. But that's not saying much because I haven't really seen a lot of good movies this year yet. But yeah, The Gorge, what a shocking surprise. I was very impressed. I kind of wish I saw it in a movie theater, to be honest with you. Man, I love this movie. It's great. I mean, it's not like a 10 out of 10 for me. So if I had to rate The Gorge, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. It's like almost perfect. I'm never going to doubt Scott Derickson. I'd still need to see a couple of other movies that he's done. But, I mean, he did Black Phone and Doctor Strange, so he's not a horrible filmmaker by any means. But, yeah, I was won over by this movie. great recommendation, and I highly recommend that you all check it out. And those are my thoughts on The Gorge. If you like what you heard, go ahead and hit the subscribe button on the channel. I really appreciate your feedback and your support. And remember, when you go to the movies, bring your buddy and talk about movies. Until next time, don't go fall into a gorge. Bye!